So we've seen a lot of people switch across to e-bikes recently. A few people catch my eyes with their Instagram, social stuff. This is one guy I really wanted to get to know a bit better. This is Steve Geall. He's probably one of the most stylish guys to ever swing his leg over a bike, be it a BMX, a motorbike, an e-bike. You know, this guy's literally done everything. He's a world record bunny hop holder. He's appeared in a 101 Dalmatians film. The list is endless. So Steve, I know you're a little bit skeptical about e-bikes when they first come out. You gave me a lot of grief when I started. What's changed your mind? You know, you ride e-bike quite a bit now, yeah?
Yeah, like I was a bit skeptical because I thought just basically for like old people that were sort of giving up on life and stopped riding bikes really. But,
Yeah.
yeah, no, after riding one, like it's like you cannot have fun on it. It's like, you know, you can do your favourite run 20 times instead of 10 times.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier.
Yeah, definitely. Just makes it easier and you're going further, you're doing more. And there's nothing they do, you know, bad, right? It's all, they're all good.
The geometry on them now is so good. They ride well downhill, uphill.
Yeah.
Anything you can throw at them, they're still pretty good at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the first ones were pretty dubious because the geometry wasn't right.
Yeah.
But the new geometry's amazing.
Yeah. So what do you think actually changed your mind to get, you know, swinging your leg over an e-bike and committing to sort of riding one more?
It's just getting in from work as well. Like, you come in from work, you've only got like a couple of hours before it gets dark.
Yeah.
You know, you can't drive somewhere and ride your downhill bike or
if you did, you get like one run in and have to go in.
Or do a decent loop on the enduro bike.
Yeah.
So you get on the e-bike and you can go twice as far.
Just cruising.
In half the time.
Yeah.
Cruising around. You still get a really good workout because you're pushing above the motor.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time, sort of 70 mile an hour on the road and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you still get a really good workout. I come in sweating.
You don't think you lost any fitness?
No, probably gain fitness because you do more riding.
Yeah, definitely feel stronger as well. You know, it's bigger bike to throw around as well. So yeah, leg and upper body workout. You know, I think on a standard bike, a lot of it is a lot of lower body. You know, it's a lot of leg work. Whereas I think it's a good balance now. You know, you get a good workout of both upper and lower body. So
100%. Yeah.
So how do you find riding normal bikes? You know, switching back. You still enjoying that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You go somewhere, you know, during the weekend or whatever, I'm with my mates there on their normal bikes anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll be on a normal bike and be doing the same as them. So I'll be riding down, having fun.
You're not noticing any difference whatsoever?
No.
You struggle doing the swaps, and when I get back on a normal bike, I find it a bit like working twice as hard but going twice as slow.
On a downhill bike, 100%, because it doesn't roll as fast.
Yeah.
You're pumping a lot more to try and keep that speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the e-bike definitely rolls faster.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's more stable than a downhill bike, but like a enduro type bike.
Yeah.
You know, like a Jekyll.
The e-bike's more stable.
It's way more stable, yeah. The Jekyll and that may be a bit more nimble in the corners.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Moterra it motors through stuff is mental. Like how fast it keeps rolling.
Just smashes through stuff, pick a line, you just hold on to it, and it just go, wouldn't it? Yeah.
They are good.
So I've got another question for you today. You've got loads of bikes at home. I know I've seen you on BMX, mountain bike, cyclocross bikes, everything. I'm going to give you a question. You've got one bike. You have to send every single bike back to your sponsor, but you're allowed to keep one. What's it going to be?
It's a bit of a no-brainer, really, when you sort of say it like that. Like, you would pick the e-bike every time. Yeah. As much as I like riding downhill bikes, you can ride downhill on the e-bike.
Not much of a compromise,
do cross-country on e-bike, but you're going to do more of it because you're going back to the top of the hill.
Agreed. You know, if I think I've been sponsored out of lots of different bikes, but literally, I think if I was to buy a bike, if my sponsorship stopped, I would buy an e-bike. And yeah, as you say, it's a tool for everything, yeah?
Yeah, oh, it does everything, yeah.
So how do you think e-bikes have changed your style, you know, your riding in general?
I wouldn't say it's changed the style of riding, but the way I ride, like, I wouldn't personally go out on a massive ride and even on my normal bike. This just helps you do more miles.
Yeah.
You know, I don't ever have it really out of eco mode, so basically it's just like riding a heavy normal bike.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's like it helps you progress your like fitness, like you train if you want to do some sort of training. I wouldn't say I'd do any training. I just go out and ride. But I enjoy riding, like
kind of
further
resistance
distances.
Training's kind of
And you go to places that you wouldn't do normally with your normal bike. So it's just helped me get fitter 100%.
So now and again we get some comments, you know, when we're out on the trail, and sometimes, you know, you get a comment on an Instagram or social post about e-bikes. What's your most hated e-bike comment? Or when, you know, someone calls you something on the trail. I've been called cheat and all this stuff. What's your most hated one?
I wouldn't say I've got any most hated ones. I mean, yeah, cheat's one of them, but like, how's it cheating? I'm doing more riding than you. Ha! It's like, you can't,
No.
that's not, it's not a slur on e-bikes, is it? It's
No.
like, you know, I'm getting more riding than you. You know, you're spending, say, like £10 at Windhill to ride. I'm spending £10 at Windhill to do twice as much as you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
So something we hear a lot about on the channel is you get those big groups of riders that all ride together, but some of them are afraid to make that change, be the first one to step to an e-bike, obviously, because when you're riding an e-bike against a normal bike, what would you say, you know, what's your message to that person who's kind of sat on the fence, shall I or shan't I switch to e?
It's difficult. If you're the only one that wants to split off and do it, then that's difficult. If there's a couple of you, ideal. That's definitely going to sway maybe a couple of them more to do it.
Yeah.
But it is a big outlay, like an e-bike, like, you know,
it's a lot of money, yeah.
£5,000 or whatever on a decent one.
Yeah.
But then, you know, a high-end enduro bike is £5,000 plus. So it's no different.
Yeah.
If I had £5,000 and was going in to buy one bike, you would buy an e-bike.
Exactly.
There's no point buying a normal acoustic bike.
Acoustic, I like that. So what do you see the sales, you know, I know you work in a bike shop as well. We heard recently that they think in 2 or 3 years, they think 60 to 80%, you know, of bike sales are going to be e-bikes. Would you agree?
It is definitely heading that way, 100%. Yeah, I mean, just going to a few bike parks I've been to in the last couple of months, you see more and more e-bikes turning
Definitely
up.
growing, isn't it?
Yeah, and you see them more because they're at the top of the hill before you.
Yeah.
And they're going past you.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're
I need
riding
one.
way
I need
more
one
than
in
me.
my life.
I
Yeah.
need one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone that doesn't see that is a bit deluded, really.
Yeah.
Like, haters gonna hate type thing, isn't it?
It's not
You
all
know?
about fitness, is it? It's
No.
about having fun. That's about, for me, and
You
I
don't.
think.
The thing is, if you've got a base fitness, you don't have to be super fit. To ride a normal bike uphill at most bike parks, yes, you've got to be fit.
Yeah.
But e-bike, you don't have to be super fit.
No.
As long as you've got a base fitness,
Yeah.
you can pedal uphill on an e-bike.
Yeah. So come on, there must be some bad points about e-bikes. What are they for you?
In the evenings, you got that couple of hours to ride. I know of some just like bridleways and like paths and stuff that I used to ride on my normal bike, which were cool because I could lift my bike over, like the stiles and like the metal gates and stuff.
Yeah.
But with an e-bike, that makes that a bit more challenging because it is heavy.
Yeah.
And they're not low gates or anything;
No.
they're pretty high.
Yeah.
So that makes it a bit awkward. But if you know, you've got to run, it's okay. But if you go down new stuff and you find a gate, it is sometimes a bit hard to get them over, and that's the worst point. Just the
That's
weight.
the worst point about it, you think? Yeah? So that's the bad points about e-bikes. Good points about e-bikes over normal mountain bike. Lots, right?
Fair few, yeah. Like corner speed and stuff, like the way it sits in the corners is good. It's just constant speed, rolling speed. The way they jump, they're way more stable. It gives you way more confidence.
Yeah.
The speed it actually keeps through sort of trails and it rolls so much better.
Planted as well, aren't they?
Yeah, and the times have been done. I mean, people have done an e-bike against downhill bike, and the e-bike seems to come out a couple of seconds or whatever more faster every time.
Exactly.
I'd like to do that sort of test on a few bits and bobs, but I'm pretty sure the e-bike would be possibly a bit quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of technology advances in e-bikes, especially we see like lighter bikes, smaller batteries, smaller motors. What's your thought on that? You know, are we moving away from what an e-bike is good for, that added weight? What's your thoughts on that side of it?
I think it needs to get to a certain platform weight-wise, because if it goes too light, you're getting too much more light. It's going to be like a normal bike. It needs to be still a good weight, decent weight, but not stupid light.
Yeah.
I think that'll take the whole e-bike thing away. It won't be as planted. You're going back to the lighter weight bikes, which won't carry the speed as much.
Exactly.
It needs to be a certain platform weight that it needs to sort of stop or thereabouts. They're going to make lighter bikes, but would you ride it on the same sort of thing? I don't know.
Yeah. And what would be the biggest advance in technology for you personally? Would you want more range? You would want lighter weight? What would you want? Or like a regen or, something like that?
More range, I suppose, in a battery would be good.
Yeah.
Not that you don't get a good range anyway at the moment. More range, possibly a little bit lighter than they are now, because they are pretty heavy.
Just 2 or 3 kilos or something like that?
Not a lot. Not a lot off at all. Say like a battery weight off.
Yeah, that'd be ideal, I think. I agree, yeah.
I think that would be possibly the ideal weight.
Yeah.
You would be able to lift it over stuff. It wouldn't be so bad.
But you're not going back to that super lightweight bike. Yeah.
No, I don't think you'd want them to go super light because it would just take the whole fun out of it.
Yeah, exactly. So last question for you, Steve. I know you're into bunny hops. We've seen that. But how high can you bunny hop an e-bike? That's what I want to know.
I wouldn't even bother to try, mate. It's not.
It's not the strongest point, is it?
I've got up a curb.
You've got up a curb?
Yeah.
But what was your record back in the day?
46.5 inches, I think. Yeah.
Pretty high up. I can't see him beating that on ease.
No, I can't. Unless you got the rebound set pretty quick.
It's been really good to talk to you today, Steve, about your thoughts on e-bikes and everything in general.
Yeah, no worries.
If there's anyone I want to listen to talk about bikes, is this man. He's literally ridden everything under the sun from the year dot. I think he's, when the bike was invented, this was the guy who was first riding it. So his opinions really matter to me. And yeah, really hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you want to see another video where Steve interviews bad boy free rider Sam Pilgrim, check out this link here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If there's any questions you want to ask Steve, drop them in the comments box below. Don't forget to subscribe to EMBN if you haven't done so already.